For reaction and continued analysis, we turn to a trusted pro-life expert. Marilyn Musgrave is a former U.S. representative for the state of Colorado and the Vice President of Government Affairs for the Susan B. Anthony list. It's good to have you back.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Congresswoman, I want to get your reaction to what Representative Pittenger told us about the Conscience Protection Act. How much of a priority, in your opinion, is this bill?
Well, he said it very well. No one in the United States, a medical provider, should be forced to participate in an abortion. And you know, the press conference where Kathy DeCarlo, a nurse from New York, spoke about her experience being forced to do that. After an abortion, she was forced to come up with the parts of the baby, and she wept as she said it. And it's heartbreaking to think that people would be forced to do these kinds of things, violating their conscience in order to keep their job. So I would think even pro-choice people would understand that people should not have their conscience violated in order to keep their job.
You mentioned Kathy DeCarlo. We have a story on her and two other nurses who say they've been either forced to violate their conscience or lose their job. This isn't even about abortion, is it? This is about being able to follow your beliefs in the workplace.
Absolutely. And you know, we have a shortage of medical providers. So the last thing we need to do is to demand that they violate their conscience in order to keep their job. So conscience protection is very important. The Speaker of the House has said it's one of his highest priorities. And right now, conscience protection is included in the Appropriations Bill that has gone to the Senate.
Can you break down the strategy for the Conscience Protection Act a little bit more? I know there is that upcoming deadline on the Appropriations Bill.
Yes, well, many times there will be a bill in Congress where there's not a standalone bill that's going through, but when you have a piece of must-pass legislation, appropriation bills that fund the government, those kinds of bills are attached. And because the House is pro-life, we have a pro-life majority there, pro-life speaker, this has been attached to an appropriations bill, and so something has to be done to keep the government going. So it's a wise strategy, so it's been handed over to the United States Senate now.
Finally, Congress is focused on massive tax reform right now. What kind of pro-life opportunities do we have there?
Well, we have some very, what I would call unique opportunities in getting the definition of the unborn child into the tax code. And the House, Speaker Ryan, again, pro-life Speaker Ryan, and our allies in the House of Representatives have gotten that language into Section 529, which is educational savings account. So when a couple finds out they're pregnant, they can already start saving for the baby's college education. The important thing is that we get the definition of the unborn child throughout the code so that people know that this little individual is already a member of the human race.
A lot of pro-life opportunities we have to be watching out for. Congresswoman Marilyn Musgrave, thanks for being here.
It's wonderful to be here. Thank you.